Test, 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 test. Oh, I wonder if it can be closer. Can, right? Why is that? Oh God. Hi Aiden, hi Starton. Hi. Okay, guys, if you are here on my live session, do help me out to double tap your screen because today I'm actually trying out something a little bit new, something a little bit different, which is to actually promote this particular air cooling system. Okay, it is the world's first hostless air cooling system. If you can see right now, this AIRLEO. Okay, it's an air cooling system that doesn't even require you to use the hose. For those of you who are very familiar with like those mobile air conditioning system, right? Like your personal air conditioning system, usually that particular unit will have a hose. Then you have to like put the hose, connect the hose to outside your window, and then connect it to the system itself. And then you have to figure out how to close like the window and still allow warm air to go out. All that can be quite a hassle, can be quite difficult, and it's inconvenient. So for those of you who are looking out for a mobile air cooling system, I am going to introduce to you this AIRLEO, and I will be talking about it more as we go along. Okay, today's live session, what I've mentioned yesterday, right? Yesterday I already preempted like some of you who were following me yesterday, and I told you that guys like, oh, if you are going to tune into my live session today, my live session today is going to be a little bit earlier than the usual timing. So today's live session is actually from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and I'll be talking about AIRLEO, the world's first hostless mobile air cooling system. How cold it is? Okay, I'm going to show you, okay? I have this particular thermometer and I'm going to like take the temperature here. See, it is 19.3, okay? It's about 19.3. So if you were to do a compare and contrast with your aircon system, right? Usually your aircon system, you will set it up to like maybe 23 degrees, 25 degrees. But most of the time now, our like government and our agencies always tell you like, oh, try to set it to 25 degrees because anything lower, you will consume more electricity. And this is the reason why I will tell you to get AIRLEO, because AIRLEO will actually help you to conserve electricity. Now, it is actually, if I were to describe this AIRLEO, hi JY, thank you for tuning into my live session. If I were to like describe to you, okay, AIRLEO, what exactly is it? I will tell you that it is a cross between a fan and an aircon system. So if you have a fan, right, what happens is if the temperature gets very warm and then you switch on your fan, what will happen? Chances are the fan will be blowing a lot of hot air to your face. If you want to have an air conditioning system, chances are it will be quite expensive. If you buy the personal air conditioning system, you will need to go through the hassle of like running the hose to your window. You need to like figure out a lot of things, right? So if you were to then get the bigger one, then you have to spend more money, more electricity is consumed. But if, let's say, if you are like living in a small family, maybe it's just you and your partner, or maybe it's just you, your partner, and maybe one of your in-law, then what I would suggest is instead of getting an air conditioning system, I would say go for the AIRLEO air cooling system, because this one is good enough to help you to cool down like small group of people, and it doesn't actually help you to cool the entire space, because most of the time when you want to like be working, you don't really need the whole room to be cold. You just want your body to be cold. So what I would suggest is, if you don't need the whole space, the whole house to be cold, then get the AIRLEO system. Get the system to blow cold air into your face to cool down. That's how you can cool down effectively without burning a hole in your pocket. Right now, actually, to share with you guys, okay, I have just arrived at the AIRLEO office. So what's happening is, I arrived and then I told them, okay, I'm going to go on live and I'm going to help you promote. So I have not cooled down properly, okay? So I'm still breathing quite heavily because I had to climb up the stairs just now. So that's why you can see me perspire a little bit. So that's why I feel like this is a good test to see if AIRLEO is very effective, because they say that, oh, AIRLEO is supposed to help you to cool down. It doesn't cool down the entire space, but it's supposed to help you cool down as an individual. So let's see if that works. Okay, let's see if by 20 minutes I am able to cool down and I won't perspire anymore. You guys know, right? I'm the type who perspire a lot. In fact, if you were to find me over at the durian store, sometimes I do live session at the durian store inside itself, right? I will do an on-site live session, and then I will be perspiring. I will literally be like drenched in perspiration. So today I thought, okay, let's give this AIRLEO. Their air cooling system works almost like an aircon. It's just that it will be a personal aircon where it will help you to cool down your body, and then you will be able to save a lot more on your electric bill. So we'll see in the next 20 minutes if I will still be perspiring profusely or whether I will be staying as chilled and cool with the AIRLEO air cooling system. Now, for those of you who have just tuned in, hi, welcome to my live session. Today, I will be promoting AIRLEO. Okay, this is my first time, guys, promoting AIRLEO. So for those of you who have been tuning into my live session a lot, realize that I'll be promoting durians, I'll be promoting desserts, I'll be promoting electronics. So when AIRLEO approached me, I was like, okay, this is a cool system. It is an electronic. I want to give it a try because I am a tech geek. I am a tech enthusiast. So whenever you talk to me about new invention, new electronics, new gadgets, I will get very, very excited. So that's why when they say, do you want to come down and try out our AIRLEO cooling system? And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. So let's see, okay, let's see. So for those of you who are tuning in, I am doing my own social experiment right now to see if AIRLEO could effectively make me feel cooler in the next 20 minutes. So you guys, if you are here, make sure you stay with me for the next 20 minutes to see the effectiveness of AIRLEO. Because right now in the office itself, I can tell you the air conditioning system has been shut off because it's after office hour. So I am solely relying on this AIRLEO air cooling system to help me to cool down after the climb up the stairs. Okay, so you can see right now I'm still perspiring because I've only switched on the cooling system for the past 1 minute. So we will see if it is able to help me cool down for the next 19 minutes. Okay, because that is my social experiment for them. Let's see if it's able to help anyone to cool down, especially for someone who perspire a lot like me, who easily gets very warmed. So let's see if it's effective enough. Now, while we are waiting for the next 19 minutes, I'm going to go through with you some of their product specs that you can just listen to and know more about AIRLEO. Okay, so currently AIRLEO, they have three different products in their list. Okay, so if you were to look into my yellow bag right now, I have three products. The first one is their V1 frameless. Okay, I'm going to show you how it looks like. This is the frameless. That means it's just on its own. They also have the frame. Okay, when you opt for the frame system, this will be included in the frame. So this one, you'll put the cooling system inside, and then after that, what you can do with this frame is it has a roller so that you can literally roll it around. Okay, in fact, I can show you one of their system that has the frame. See, You can literally just bring it around with you, just push it because it's on a roller. Also, the thing about it being in a frame, you will notice that there is a little bit of a gap there, right? That gap will allow their night light to actually shine through. So if you were to get the frame, you will be able to activate their night light effectively. And then you have this like a little bit of ambiance light like in your house, which is an additional feature for the AIRLEO. Okay, so they don't only act as an air cooler, they actually have night light function for you also. So that is the frame. But if you go for the frameless one, chances are you wouldn't be able to see the night light and you wouldn't be able to roll it around. It is actually quite, I want to say heavy, but to me, it's not really heavy. But to, I guess, to someone who is of a smaller size than me, you might have a bit of difficulty trying to like transport it around, move it around in your house. So then I will suggest that you get the frame together with it. But if you're someone who's big size like me, who have no qualm about like carrying heavy things, then I say you can go for the frameless one. Because if you go for the frameless one, it is slightly lower price. How low is it? I will tell you right now. Okay, so if you go for the frameless one, it's going at 648. If you're going with the frame, it's going at 698. Now, of course, they also have the V1. Now, the difference between the V1 and the newer version is that the V1 doesn't have the handle at the side. Okay, I show you. If you go to the side, okay, this is where the air is being filtered. So the newer version will have a handle here for you to actually carry the system. Like this one is the newer version. So you'll be able to see the handle here. But the V1 one doesn't have the handle. So this handle, okay, handle and versus no handle. Like I say, if you don't really need to carry it around, then I say go for the version 1, okay? Go for the version 1. But if you need to carry it around and you find that a handle will make it easier for you, then you go for the latest version, which will be 648. Currently, the one without the handle, the V1 one, the V1 is currently going at 608. So that's a $40 savings if you decide to go with the V1 that doesn't come with the handle. Okay, like I said, if you don't need to like carry it around, move it around, you just want it to stay in one place, then go and get the one without the handle. It will be way lower price. Okay, 608 currently, 608 currently. So that's one of the product feature. Okay, the frame versus frameless, the handle versus the handleless. Yes. Okay, then the next product feature that I want to like bring to your attention is this particular button. If you were to look at it, it is actually, it says here UV. UV. So they have a UV light. Now, what is this UV light for? Let's say if you are working in a childcare center. Okay. Usually childcare center, if you were to work there, you will need to sanitize the place, and then you will need to usually air out the entire space so that like the children will stay safe. The children will not like, you know, start to spread like germs or bacteria when they cough, you know, because children tend to cough and like have flu quite often. So that's why a lot of childcare centers, they will always have this recommendation whereby you have to actually air out the entire space every 2 hours, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, but with this particular AIRLEO, what you can do is you can get it for your like childcare centers, you can get it for your own personal usage. What it does is, okay, this air cooling system, it will actually suck in all the air from the side here. Okay, so this is where the air enters into the system. Once the air enters into the system, it will go through the refrigerant. Okay, so there's a refrigerant, there's a condenser inside. So it works almost like an aircon, but it's not strong enough to be cooling down the entire living room space. It's not strong enough to actually cool down the entire, maybe if you work in childcare, you're planning to buy this for a childcare, it's not strong enough to cool down the whole childcare center. But it is strong enough to actually help individual small group to stay cool. And with this UV function, what it does is when the air enters into the system, before the air is being blown out, it will go through some UV light activation, and then this UV light will help you to actually kill off the bacteria and the germs. So it will be blowing out about 99.9% germ-free, bacteria-free air. Okay, so that is something that they actually try to incorporate into the whole air cooling system. And if you were to, because I talked about refrigerant, I talked about the cooling system, they even have a condenser inside. So technically, like say, they work like an aircon, except that they don't consume as much electricity as an aircon. So for those of you who don't believe me, how cold is the air, I'm going to show you again using this thermometer. Okay, there. This is the temperature currently that is blowing of the air that is blowing out. Okay, and also guys, now for this particular one, right, you will notice that behind it, no hose. So there's no hot air to be blown out of the system. Then where will the hot air all escape? The hot air will escape at the back, but because it doesn't consume that much electricity, the hot air, according to like the AIRLEO representative, the air, the so-called hot air that is being blown out by the back of the system is about, they say about 2 to 4 degrees above room temperature. But here's the thing, okay? I'm going to show you one thing. They have this safety feature whereby if I were to remove this particular part of the system, the entire system will just shut down. Okay, and I'll tell you why it needs to shut down. Okay, this is the reason why it needs to, okay, like you see, now it shuts down and then you can see the blinking light over here. Now, why does it shut down? It's because when the system is being switched on, you know, when you have your air conditioning system, how does the air conditioning system help your entire room stay cool? They will like actually be condensing, compressing, and that's how they try to like cool down the entire space, right? And then usually during this whole like compression and cooling down the air, what will happen is there will be condensation on like the metal parts, and then the water will start dripping out. That's why sometimes you guys might have that whole issue of like your aircon leaking. That is actually water that has been produced through the process of condensation of the hot air. So this one also, because it has the refrigerant and it has almost the same system as an aircon, they also have condensation. Okay, now during this condensation, of course, water is produced, and where would the water go? So for your aircon system, usually the water will be drained out right into your toilet. This one, the water will be drained into this particular container. You can see that it's wet, right? It's actually, let me see if I can like tilt the camera and show you the amount of water that is being collected. There. You see the water being collected inside. Okay. So this water is being collected, but here's the good thing, okay? The water that is being collected here is being redirected into the whole system. Okay, so the water that is being condensed is rerouted into the whole system so that the whole system can actually be cooled down. In that way, right, it becomes a very efficient system in the sense that you don't need to add water to kind of like cool down the system. They will condense the water, and then through that condensation process, they will reroute the water that is being collected into the whole system. Okay, so it is quite energy efficient. It is quite water efficient. So in that sense, right, when you get AIRLEO, the cooling system, you don't really need to do anything else. You don't need to add water to it. You don't need to run hose out. You don't need to run pipes down. Don't need. You just need this whole system, and this system will be able to help you keep yourself cool. Okay, so right now I can feel a little bit cooler, but I'm still feeling a little bit warm at times. So let's see, we still have 15 more minutes. Let's see in this next 15 minutes if I am able to be kept cool by the AIRLEO cooling system. Now, if you guys have any questions to ask at this particular point of time, you can always just drop me a comment in the comment section. Ask me any kind of questions with regards to the AIRLEO cooling system. Now, right now, I am over at their office. So if you have questions and like if I'm not able to answer the questions, then I can always get one of their representatives from the office to come down here to answer you guys personally. Okay, so this is your chance to ask any questions, clarify things that you are not sure. The attractive point for this AIRLEO cooling system is that it will help you to actually save on your electric bill. Because I know some of you, you know, you will have a lot of like work from home moments, and then because you're working alone in your home, and then you feel like you don't need the whole entire room to be cool, you just need like something to help you keep cool, then technically you can just invest in an AIRLEO rather than an aircon itself. But let's say if you have a big number of family members living with you, then that's when you will proceed on to getting an aircon. Otherwise, if it's just you and your partner, if it's just the two of you and like only one of you work from home, then you don't really need to spend a lot of money on your electric bill. You can cut down your electric bill by getting this personal air cooling system, okay? You can get this instead of an air, or rather you can switch this on rather than switch the air conditioning on. In that way, it will help you to save on your electric bill. Now, here's the other thing that I find very interesting. One of the representatives actually told me that this particular system, you can bring out to your balcony. You can use it without having the whole room closed. Yes, you can bring it to the outdoors. You can bring it to an area where it's not closed, where your windows are open. In that way, right, you have a good circulation of air, but at the same time, you are able to enjoy cooler air. So that's why I will always tell people, like whenever they ask me, like, Adi, how does an AIRLEO work? I will say that it's a cross between a fan and an aircon. A fan, when you use it during hot weather, chances are your fan would be blowing hot air into your face. An aircon, when you use it, you have to like close your windows, close the door. You have to like then pay a lot for your electricity bills. For this one, electricity bills quite low because every time you use it, I'm going to show you. Okay, sorry, it got cut off a little bit just now. I'm going to show you the amount of electricity consumption for this particular AIRLEO system. So I switched it on. Okay, I've switched it on. And then this is the meter that they use to kind of like track the amount of electricity used. So usually for a normal aircon, they say it will use up to 280 watts of electricity. But you can see that this particular AIRLEO cooling system, it only used 216 watt, and the air that's being blown out, like I say just now, I test out with the thermometer, you see? The air that is being blown out is about 19.7 degrees. So in that sense, right guys, you get to enjoy cool air that is almost as cool as like an air conditioning system, but with the usage of lesser watts, lesser electricity. So again, I would say, go and get yourself an AIRLEO. If it's just you, if it's just like your partner working from home, or even like right now, like schools usually have a lot of like home-based learning. If it's just like one kid or two kids of yours, learning at home and you want them to be comfortable, but at the same time you don't want to have to pay so much for an electricity bill, then I say go and get yourself an AIRLEO. With this AIRLEO, you can help them to focus better, you can help them to concentrate better because they will be very comfortable having cold air blowing at them. At the same time, you too can save money from the aircon bill. Okay, so right now I would say AIRLEO is awesome. AIRLEO is awesome and it's very convenient. You guys, for those of you who have been tuning into my live session, right, I will always say the electronics that I use are usually the plug and play kind of electronics. So this one is literally your plug and play electronic. You plug it in, it's good to go. You don't have to spend so much time reading up the manuals because everything is very intuitive. Very, like, the moment you look at it, you kind of know how to use it already. Okay, so that's my kind of electronics. I don't like electronics that are too complicated, whereby I have to read up for hours in order to like figure out how the electronics work. For this particular electronics, the moment I see it, the moment I switch it on, I kind of like more or less know how it works. Now, of course, there are also other functions like the lights I was mentioning, right? So for now, you can't see the lights because you can only see the lights usually when you put it into like the frame. So I'm going to show you the light. Okay, what ambient light am I talking about? See, this is the ambient light, the night light. So you can switch it on at night to just give you the ambient lights at night, make you feel a little bit in the mood kind of thing, to relax and chill. Can put Mao Shawang inside? Cannot put Mao Shawang inside. This one, right? Okay, this is another thing that I need to tell you guys, because a lot of people, they have the misconception that an AIRLEO is an air purifier, okay? AIRLEO is not an air purifier. What it does is it helps you to eliminate the bacteria. If you switch on the UV function, it will help you to eliminate like bacteria. It helps you to eliminate germs in the air. That means it helps you to like keep your air a little bit free from like bacteria and germs. However, it doesn't help you to remove like malodor or like pets fur or dust. It doesn't do that. Okay. That being said, they do still have like a filter. Some of you might be asking like, Adi, do this AIRLEO work with like HEPA air filter? No, this one doesn't have an air filter. Oh man. Yeah, you can't put the durian. But if you want to eat durian at the comfort of like your home and you don't want to switch on the aircon, you want to enjoy cool air still without having to switch on the aircon, and then eat your Mao Shawang, can. That one can. You eat Mao Shawang while having cold air being blown at you. But you cannot put the Mao Shawang inside, okay? If you are planning to put Mao Shawang anywhere apart from your mouth, I would suggest you just bring your Mao Shawang over to me and then I will help you to like safe keep it in my stomach. Yeah. Okay, so for this AIRLEO, I was talking about the filter. It does have a filter, but currently, right, their filter, let me just work from here. Currently, their filter is not the HEPA kind of filter. Okay, it is this kind of filter. I show you there. Okay, it's a wash and reuse kind of filter. So for me, I would say if you're using your AIRLEO system almost on an everyday basis, then what you can do is, because it will be like sucking in the air, okay, the air will enter from here, so the air will be filtered. Okay, but it's not the kind of filter that an air purifier use. Air purifier usually use a filter whereby you have to change the filter every 6 months or so. For this one, it's just the normal filter. You can just wash it every 2-3 months. You can take it out, wash it, and then you reuse it again. There's no need to buy any additional filter for this particular AIRLEO. Okay, like I say again, I repeat, because some of you when I explain things, sometimes you guys don't listen properly, and then after that you tell me like, hey Adi, but previously I thought, you thought. So now I'm going to explain it to you one more time. For this particular AIRLEO, right, they are actually an air cooling system. Okay, they are an air cooling system. They work they are a cross between a fan and an aircon. Okay, it is better than a fan and it uses less electricity than an aircon. So you get almost like the best of both worlds. You can get yourself cooled down by the cooling system without having to pay as much for your electric bill. Yeah, so that's something that you need to like always put in your mind when you buy an AIRLEO air cooling system. Now, the other thing is for housewives. Housewives, you guys always cook in the kitchen, right? Or maybe house husband. Let's not discriminate, because I know some of my friends, they are actually full-time house husbands. Okay, so housewives, house husbands, you usually cook in the kitchen. Chances are, if you were to look in the kitchen, you will not want to install an aircon system. Why? Because if you're to like install an aircon system, right, the aircon will absorb in all the oil, and then that's when you will have a lot of problem with like the drainage and everything. So your aircon might get blocked, might get choked quite easily. So a lot of times when I have friends who does cook in their own kitchen, they will tell me it doesn't make sense to be installing aircon in the kitchen. So then some of them will, in the end, have like fans in the kitchen. But here's the problem. Like I say, fans, right, how it works is it will blow the air to your face, but it doesn't cool down the air. So imagine if you are in the kitchen, you're cooking. And then the air in the kitchen would usually be quite warm, right? Because you will switch on the stove, especially if you are like the type who likes to cook heavy dishes, like like my Malay friends will usually cook like rendang, ketupat. All these things will take hours in the kitchen. So you're like toiling in the kitchen, you're suffering in the kitchen because it's so hot, it's so warm. You cannot switch on the aircon because the aircon will get choked from all the oil. You want to switch on the fan, but the fan doesn't really help you that much because it is blowing hot air into your face. Then what do? Get an AIRLEO. Get an AIRLEO cooling system. In that way, right, you can actually because this particular AIRLEO system, it will help you to cool down and it doesn't really get choked from all the oil and everything, because I say it doesn't really help you to remove oil, remove like pet fur. It's not an air purifier. So what it does is it will just help you to absorb all the warm air. And then this warm air will go through the refrigerant, the compressor, and then it will be blown out. The air that will be blown out will be the cold air. So that's how it will help you to keep cool. So like I say, it works in between. It works better than a fan, but it doesn't consume as much energy as your air conditioner. So like this one, I would say it is good to be used if you are always cooking in the kitchen and you don't want to switch on your aircon because your aircon might get choked. You don't want to really use a fan because the fan might just end up blowing hot air into your face. Then I say, get this one. Get the in-between. Okay, get the in-between. This one will be blowing cold air into your face without it getting choked, and then you have to spend more money to try and get it repaired and things like that. This one is definitely what I will recommend if you cook regularly in the kitchen, if you have a lot of days where you have to work from home and you're the only one at home and you don't want to have to switch on the aircon to kind of like cool down the entire space. You just need yourself to be cooled down. Then this one. If you have kids who are studying for your exams, like today, like those students from like Greenwich Secondary School, right? I know that a lot of you are like, a lot of the students from Greenwich Secondary School will have to like be studying from home because they have home-based learning today because of the whole discovery of the bomb at like the cashew area. If you have such incidences whereby your kids are studying at home because home-based learning, then you don't need to really switch on the air conditioning. You can still keep them cool. You can still keep them comfortable so that they can focus on what they are studying. They can focus on getting ready for their exams. Get this one. Get this one. Okay? So every time you have incidences or like you have like moments where you feel like a fan doesn't really help, an aircon would cost too much, this one is your answer. Okay, this one is your answer. So if you ever find yourself like, this type of situation, I cannot switch on the fan because the fan doesn't help. I cannot switch on the aircon because the aircon might get choked. I might need to pay so much for electricity bills. This one, keep you cool without having to use as much energy as your air conditioner can. Okay, so those are the different things that I just need you to take note of so that you know what you're getting yourself into when you get the AIRLEO air cooling system. Now, it has been almost like 20 minutes, almost close to 20 minutes. Let's see, okay? I'm going to show you. Right now, it is way better, right? I don't perspire so much, right? As much as just now. So, I think we still have about like 5 more minutes. Let's just hang around for another 5 more minutes. Let's see if the AIRLEO will help me to really cool down and like, compose myself. Okay, because you guys know, right? Whenever I promote something online, the chances of me getting very heated up, getting very hot and warm, and then I'll get very sweaty, the chances of that happening is very high. So that's why I was like telling you guys, today I want to put the AIRLEO to the challenge, see if this whole system is able to keep me cool, and whether it does its job as an air cooling system that doesn't use as much energy as the air conditioner, and whether it works way better than a fan. So let's see. In the meantime, guys, if you have any questions to ask with regards to the AIRLEO system, do ask me in the comment section. Now, if this is the first time you're seeing me online, okay? If this is the first time you're seeing me online, this is the first time you're tuning into my live session, do remember to also follow my account. Okay, my name is Adi Jamaluddin, by the way. My name is Adi Jamaluddin. Usually what I would do is from day to day, or night to night, I will be promoting electronics, I'll be promoting health supplements, I'll be promoting durians and desserts. So those are the different things that I promote from time to time. So tonight is an AIRLEO night because I want to try out this particular AIRLEO system because I usually review a lot of electronics ranging from like your mobile charger to like an electric drill to like a doorbell with a video camera function. So all those different items, I've been reviewing them and I've been making videos about them. So tonight, I just want to review this AIRLEO, see if it's powerful enough to keep me cool during my live session so that I don't perspire. And then at the same time, we will always be checking the meters, okay? The electric meter, see if, okay, let me see if I can also feature the electric meter. We will always be checking on the electric meter to see if there's any spike, to see if there's any form of like overconsumption of electricity, because usually your air conditioning will take up about 280 watts of electricity. So this one definitely lower because currently, just now I showed you, right? It takes up about 218 watts of electricity. So lesser consumption of electricity would mean that you save up on your electric bill. Okay, so that's something that you can look forward to when you go with the AIRLEO. Okay, with the AIRLEO, you will find yourself not needing to use the aircon that much, because if you are living alone or if you are just spending a lot of time at home alone on your own, and you don't need the whole space to be cooled down, chances are you will only need this. You won't need the air conditioner. And if you don't need the air conditioner, this one consumes less electricity, So every month you can look forward to like lower electric bill, lower utility bills. So that's something that I thought was brilliant. Okay, so that's why I decided, okay, you know what, I need to like give this AIRLEO a try, because I've been watching them. I've been watching them a lot on live session. I've seen like some creators promoting them online, and I'm always curious, especially during the COMEX period. I see like a lot of people were buying this AIRLEO system, and I was like, what is this new system that is like so cool that everyone is like getting their hands on? So at times, right guys, I do have that hashtag FOMO feeling, like the fear of missing out. I'm like, what is this new AIRLEO system? Because they say that they always promote it as a cross between a fan and an aircon. It works better than a fan, and it consumes less electricity than a normal air conditioner. So I'm like, what is that? Like, how is that possible? And I've personally tried using the, your personal air conditioning system, whereby you have to run the hose, the hose, and then you need to like put the hose out to your window so that the hot air can be blown out. Yeah, I've tried that before. That one, right, the last time I remember buying it, because I remember at that time we had like work from home, and then after that I was like, the weather is really killing me. I cannot do work at home where it's so warm, and then the fan is only blowing at me, and then like it doesn't do much because like, it's blowing hot air into my face. So I got myself a personal air conditioning system. So like one unit like that, I remember at that point of time I bought it. It was like 400 plus, and then I had so much trouble with it because I have to like run the hose to the window. Then run the hose to the window. What happened was I have to still pay installation fee for them to install this like special thingy to cover the rest of the window when I put the window to the closing position, so that the cold air don't exit out. So I have to pay installation fee. So everything cost me close to like $500 for that particular personal air conditioning system. And I was like, God. And after I used that, my electricity bill jumped up so high, my heart was also jumping a lot. Okay, and I was like, okay, this whole system doesn't quite work, because technically I don't need the whole room to be cool. I just need like something to blow cold air at me. And then I was like, what else can I do? Yeah, so now that I've been introduced to the AIRLEO system, I'm like, if I were to ever find myself being stuck in that kind of situation whereby I have to work from home, and then like the whole room gets very warm, I can actually just get an AIRLEO for like 600. For $608, I can get one unit like this. Okay, for $608, I can get one unit like this. I don't need to pay for like some silly installation. I don't need to run the hose out through my window. Don't need all that. I just get one unit, plug it in, voila. I can enjoy cool air at the comfort of my room, and then I don't need to pay so much. I don't even need to think about high electric bill. In fact, they say that a lot of their customers who have invested in AIRLEO, they say that technically AIRLEO, the amount of like electricity consumption, if you were to convert it into like dollar and cents, they say it will consume about $18 if you were to switch on every day. Okay, this particular AIRLEO, the amount of electric consumption is about $18 a month, compared to like an aircon. One aircon unit usually will consume about $60 worth of like electric bill. So that's a lot of like savings, guys. In a year, if you were to compound it, it will be a lot of savings. So those of you who are thinking like, you don't want to spend so much on like aircon, but at the same time you still want to have cold air blowing at you, the AIRLEO. For as low as $608, you can get one unit already. And they have two different colors. One is black and one is white. One is black and one is white. So those are the two different color specs. Apart from the color specs, you can opt for to have frame. That means you add in the additional frame. Okay, with this frame, you can move the AIRLEO system, the AIRLEO unit, from room to room. Okay, wherever you go, you can bring it around with you in the house. Okay, or if you are working in an office, okay, and then your office somehow has like faulty air conditioning systems, and then I'm sure you guys have been stuck in an office before, right, where the air conditioning system is not powerful enough, and then during hot period, you'll be like, where's the aircon? Where is the aircon? So do yourself a favor, do yourself a service, get yourself an AIRLEO system. Okay, for this AIRLEO, you can basically put it under your desk. You can put it under your desk. In fact, I'm going to show you how you can direct the air. Okay, they have this flap over here, which goes to 3 different levels. So it can go up, it can go up some more, and then it can go even higher. Okay, so in that sense, you can put it underneath your table and the air will be blown up into your face if you need your face to cool down. Okay, otherwise, if you feel like, okay, Adi, I want to put it on like a countertop, I want to put it on a table, then you just like put this down, then the air will just be blown straight to your face like this. Okay, and right now it has been 20 minutes already. Just to update you guys again, in terms of like the AIRLEO challenge, you can see now I don't really perspire. There's no perspiration at all. It has kept me dry. It has kept me dry. It has kept me cool for the past 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, so this is good. This is great actually, because like I say, usually those of you who have seen me on my live session, I perspire very easily. It's very easy to get me worked up, get me really, really, really hot. And then after that, you'll start seeing me like dripping with perspiration, which is not a very good look in front of the camera. But with this particular AIRLEO system, no perspiration, it kept me dry, it kept me cool. For $608, it is a good investment. It is actually a good investment, because for $608, less electric consumption compared to the aircon, works better than the fan. It's really, to me, it's a winner. It's a winner. I don't really need to even think so much about it. Okay, okay, cool. Now, let me take just like a 5 minutes breather in case if you have any questions during this 5-minute breather. Is the time when you ask me questions. Ask me any questions pertaining to the AIRLEO. Okay, now they have so many different other functions that I've not even touched on. So if you are like curious, like Adi, thank you Francis, thank you for the rose, thank you for the gift. If you are curious to find out, I can explain to you. This one, right, it can connect to your phone. You can actually control it from your phone. You can also put it on a timer. So let's say at night, you find that, okay, I just want to like use the AIRLEO for maybe 5 hours. And then after that, I just want it to just switch off after 5 hours. Also can, then they have a timer function. Okay, now in case if like there's this little logo over here, right, the water logo, the water droplet logo. Now, if the water droplet logo kind of like blinks, it just means that there is a lot of water collected, so it has reached to a maximum. Okay, that one, very simple. You just like remove this particular container from here, and then you drain out the water, but don't drain out totally, just drain out maybe like about 2/3, leave the 1/3 of water left in the container itself. Okay, then what the system will do is the system will recycle that water. It will run the water through the compressor to kind of like help you to cool down the compressor so that you have lesser hot air being blown out at the back of the machine. Okay, so that's how this whole system becomes self-sufficient. Okay, so like for example, like some of you, if you were to use air conditioner, the small personal air conditioner last time, if I'm not wrong, okay, I'm going to like start revealing like my age, okay, because that old system, right, you will literally have to keep on topping water to kind of help the whole system cool down. For this AIRLEO, you don't need to top up water. In fact, they will actually collect the water because, like I say, the whole system works like an air conditioner. They have the refrigerant inside. They also have the compressor inside. So there will be condensation happening when they keep on like cycling through the hot air into the system. There will be condensation. So this condensation will, of course, produce water, and then the water will just be rerouted into this compartment. Now, once the water is collected into this compartment, the water will also be rerouted into the whole compressor to keep the whole system cool so that you can use it for a longer period of time without having hot air being blown out from the back of the system. So it's a self-sufficient system, and it's a system that I personally will feel like, okay, it's a good design. It's a good design. And that's why, guys, this particular AIRLEO air cooling system, right, they have actually won I think the best Singapore best design or something. Let me just check for you, okay? Because I read about it and I was like, it makes sense for them to win the design award because it's a self-sufficient system and it is designed with like Singapore weather in mind, okay? But I will talk about like other types of weather that this particular AIRLEO will also be suitable for. So for now, they have been awarded the Singapore Good Design Award in 2023, and rightly so because the whole system is really well thought out. Okay, the whole system is really well thought out because back then, a lot of us will be wondering like, hey, I want something that can cool down the air so that when I get air blown into my face, it will be cold air. And I know some of you back then, right, if you were to go scroll through your Facebook, there will be a lot of people sharing different hacks to actually help you to cool down. Some people will say, yeah, you take out the ice from your freezer, take out the ice from your fridge, and then put it in like water, and then you put the very cold water right in front of your fan, so that the fan, whenever they blow out the air will be cooled down by the iced water, and then you will get cold air blowing in your face. Then after that, I tried, guys. I actually tried that hack, and it doesn't work quite well for me because I live in a small house, and then my house has like parquet flooring. So what it does is when I try out that hack, right, whereby I put ice in water, in a pail of water, and then after that I put the cold water in front of the fan. What happened was, I can tell you right now what happened, okay? Because when the ice touched the water, it keeps the water cold. Yes, that one correct. And then when the fan blows the hot air will be cooled down by the pail of ice water. So when the air finally reached my face, it will be cold. So that one all very effective. But what happened was, the ice, when you put ice in a pail of water, what will happen? There'll be a lot of condensation, right? The water was dripping all over my parquet flooring. I was like, that's not very good. Okay. So then I tried a lot of other hacks, didn't work either. To the point that I was like, okay, maybe like my only answer at that point of time was air conditioning. But air conditioning, what it does is it will actually kind of like cause your electric bills to jump, and then you have to pay so much more for your electric bill. Right now, with this AIRLEO, it actually used that whole hack system, except that you don't need to like go through the hassle of like putting ice in a pail, fill it up with water. All don't need, because right now for AIRLEO, they put in the refrigerant inside. Refrigerant is like this like chemical that kind of like help you to cool down. So you can find it in your fridge. Some of you, if you are wondering like how the fridge keeps itself cool, is because of this chemical called the refrigerant, which is found at the back of the fridge. So this one also have refrigerant, and they also have a compressor. That's why I say, because of the different parts that are being installed inside, I say that it works almost like an air conditioner, and it does cool down the air almost like an air conditioner, except that for an air conditioning system, the air conditioner will be like big enough to actually help you cool down the entire room. But if you don't need the entire room to be cooled down, you just need cold air to be blowing in your face to keep you comfortable, to keep you nice, and like, you know, so that you'll be able to focus on your work when you work from home. It will be able to keep your children focused on their studies during this like period where they have like home-based learning. Then I say the AIRLEO works just fine. It consumes less electricity. At the same time, it still gives you cold air that is enough to cool yourself down. So this will be your best bet. This will be your best companion during hot weather period when you have to work from home, where you have home-based learning, and you don't want to have to switch on the aircon because the aircon will blow up your electric bill. Then you go for this one. Okay, it is in between. It is better than your fan, but more efficient than your aircon in the sense that it consumes less electric. Okay, right now I've been keeping an eye on this particular electricity meter. Okay, this particular meter, it still shows 218.6. Okay, that is the amount of electricity consumption for this particular AIRLEO system. And this AIRLEO system, like I say, it is currently going at $608 because this is the V1. But the difference between the V1 and the current version is that the current version has this particular handle area, okay, so that you can carry it easily. For the V1, they don't have that. Personally, I think for me, I don't need the handle. I can just like, you know, hug it and like lug it around with me. For me also, I feel that like design-wise, I would prefer this lah. Okay, it looks cleaner to me. And more importantly, the price. The price is for $608. I can get a unit ready. To me, that is actually quite good enough for me. I don't need something that is too fancy. Okay, for me, I don't think I would be getting the frame. But if you guys are thinking of getting something that has the handle for you to carry it around, okay, the one that has the handle will be $648. Okay, the one that has the handle will be $648. The one that comes with the frame, okay, the one that comes with the frame will be $698. Okay, will be $698. Okay, can? UK's. If you have any other things that you want to clarify, if you just want to chat with me, so you can just chat with me, okay? I'm open to chatting. Otherwise, guys, I'll be doing my own monologue here with you. Okay, wait. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. Hang on, I've had a discovery because I didn't quite see the pricing properly just now because I only saw the original price. Okay, guys, I actually got like TikTok shop vouchers for you guys to use, which I forgot to mention. There are TikTok shop vouchers for you to use. So if you were to use your TikTok shop vouchers, you can get it for less than $600. Okay, now you can get it for less than $600. So like the V1 just now, right? I told you that the price is $608. Actually, if you were to use your TikTok shop vouchers, you can get it for as low as $559. $559, you can get it already. So that's actually quite a lot of savings. Let's see if there are other offers, okay? Like the 6481, if you were to use your vouchers, you can get it for as low as 599. Okay, and then if you use the voucher on the one with the frame, then you can get it for as low as 649. So these are all vouchers that have limited time period. Okay, guys, so if you are indeed looking for a solution to your problem whereby switching on a fan don't really help you to cool down, but you don't want to switch on an aircon because it's too expensive in terms of the electricity consumption, then this one is for you. Currently, if you have the vouchers, you can get it for as low as 559. Okay, that one I just realized only. Okay, I just realized that there are vouchers to be used. So if you were to use your vouchers, you can actually get the AIRLEO for as low as 559. For as low as 559. If you get the one with the handle, okay, it will be going at 599. Okay, so 559, 599, and I think 649 if you buy with the frame. Yeah. So that's over $30 voucher, guys. There are a lot of vouchers that you can use for this particular item because for TikTok shop vouchers, right, how it works is the higher the price of the item, the more vouchers you can use. So this one, I think you can max out the amount of vouchers that you can use. So apart from instead of paying 608, that is the original price, instead of paying 608, you will only need to pay 599 for it. Okay, 559 for it. This one is without the handle. If you were to get the one with the handle, okay, it will be going at 559. Okay, 599. Okay, so this one about the vouchers, I just only realized it. So those of you who still have your vouchers, please make sure you use your vouchers as quickly as possible, because you guys know, right, for TikTok shop vouchers, you cannot keep for a very long time. They have like limited period one. They have limited period. So like after a while, your vouchers will become invalid and then you cannot use it anymore. So I say, while you still have the vouchers, make sure you use the vouchers to offset whatever that you need to buy, especially if you need to buy an air cooling system that is as convenient to use and very energy efficient. Okay, very, very energy efficient. It will help you to cool down your body almost as efficiently as an aircon without burning a hole in your pocket. Okay, because there has been a time where I switch on the air conditioner almost every day of the week. And then at the end of the month, when I received my electric bill, my heart almost stopped because it was like above $250 kind of like electric bill. So with this AIRLEO system, I'm hoping to actually reduce the amount of electric bill that I have to pay, because like what they say, right, the consumption of electricity is way lower. Usually an air conditioner will take about like 280 watts of electricity used, but for this particular AIRLEO, they only use about 218 watts. So that's like way lower than using an aircon, but at the same time, you still have air blowing out at you, which is as cool as the air being blown out by an air conditioner. Now to show you that, I'm going to use the thermometer one more time. There. This is the temperature of the air being blown out. Okay, I will try to take again just in case. Okay, so right now the room temperature is about 27.8, because understandably it's at night right now. It's at night, so it's a little bit more cooling. Usually in the day it will be about 32 degrees. It will be about 32 degrees. So how effective is it in bringing down the temperature of the whole air? The room temperature is about 26, 27 just now. Okay, actually 28 lah, 28. Okay, so the room temperature is about 28, but when the air goes through the whole air system, this is how low the temperature is of the air that's being blown out from the AIRLEO system. So you guys, and like what I mentioned just now, right? Usually when I do my live, if there's no air conditioning, I will be like perspiring like mad. But you guys can see no perspiration. No perspiration. It keeps me cool. It keeps me comfortable. And this is actually good enough so that, you know, next time when I do go live, I'll bear in mind, okay, I don't need the whole air conditioning system. I can just use my AIRLEO to keep me cool, to keep me comfortable. Okay, for those of you who want to keep yourself cool and you don't want to have to spend so much money on air conditioning, I say go for the AIRLEO. Go for the AIRLEO. Currently, you can use your TikTok Shop vouchers and get the AIRLEO V1 for as low as $559. $559. Okay, no gimmick, nothing. It's really $559, guys, if you use your vouchers. Okay, otherwise the usual price for this particular AIRLEO V1 is $608. $608. So to me, my experiment with the AIRLEO is a success. It is effective enough to keep me cool so I don't perspire during my live session, and it keeps me dry like in that sense. Okay, for those of you who feel like, hey Adi, like okay, I want to buy the AIRLEO, which one should I go for? Let's say if you are planning to just put your AIRLEO at one corner of your workspace. Let's say you want to put it under your desk only. You don't need to bring it around to like the kitchen. You don't need to bring it anywhere in the office. Then I say just get without the frame. Without the frame is good enough. But let's say if you are planning to like use your AIRLEO in your workspace at home, and then you are like thinking, maybe I might want to also bring it to the kitchen while I'm cooking, so to keep me feeling cool, then I would say go and get the frame, because the frame will have like the rollers at the bottom to help you to move the unit around so that it becomes more mobile when you are at home. Let's say if you are planning to buy an AIRLEO to use it in the office. Maybe in the office you already have an air conditioning system, but maybe the air conditioning system not strong enough. So you are looking for something to complement this air conditioning system. Then I would say go and get yourself an AIRLEO. You can just put it under your desk. Then in that sense, you don't need to bring it around in the office, right? You need to roll it around. Just put it under your desk. Then I say just go without the frame. Just go without the frame. You don't even need the side handles. Okay, you don't even need the side handle. So if you were to just choose a basic one without the side handle, without the frame, technically you can get it for as low as $559. You can get it for as low as $559. So that's the good thing about the AIRLEO system, okay? The low temperature evolutionary ozone, like the LEO technology, technically the one that is being used, the technology that is being used by the AIRLEO system, they are patented in like 40 over countries. That means no other company actually have this particular system yet because it's patented. Okay, so for a period of time, this particular technology only belongs to AIRLEO. So like I say, right, it works almost like an aircon because it has the refrigerant inside. It also has the compressor inside, and then the condensation do happen inside the whole system. And then during the condensation, the water will all be collected into the one compartment at the side. What you'll need to do is, if it gets too full, you can just discard part of the water. Please do not like totally discard everything. Okay, it will be awesome if you can have at least 1/3 of the water collected still remain in the compartment. In that way, right, that water will be recycled. It will be rerouted into the compressor to keep your compressor cool, so that while you're using the whole system, the compressor don't get too heated up. And then, you know, sometimes you like for like your personal aircon and all, like if you go and observe your fridge also, your fridge, right, at times the back of the fridge will get quite hot, quite warm. Okay, so for this one, because of the way it's designed, it's quite self-sufficient, so you can actually they will actually reroute the water to go through the whole compressor to keep it cool. So that is how the whole system will remain cool, and it will keep on blowing cold air to you. So for personal use, I would say AIRLEO is good enough. In that way, you can keep yourself cool without having to worry about your electric bill, utility bill at the end of the month. Okay, Can? All right. Hi Nailal, Faiza. Hi Shahira. Hi Glennis. Glennis, how was the whole experience of like home-based learning? Because I know that you are from a school that is affected by the 100 kg bomb that they have discovered over in like Cashew area. Yeah, so how was it? Then the rest of you who have just tuned in, if this is the first time that you're seeing me online, this is the first time you see me speaking to you on TikTok Live, do remember to just click on my account. Yeah, click on my name, follow my account, okay? Because on my account, I actually create a lot of like short videos on electronics, on desserts, durians, on health supplements. So you can actually just go through my videos quite conveniently to make your purchases from the short videos with the yellow bag. Otherwise, you can also, when you follow me, right, what you will get is you will receive notification. Every time I am live on TikTok Live, you will get a notification saying that Adi Jamaluddin invites you to watch his live session. So usually, I will be live almost every other night. It's just that different nights will call for different products, different items. Yesterday, I was promoting electronics, and then during yesterday night's session, I was telling everyone to like tune in to my live session today, because today I will be on for like slightly earlier. Usually my live session will be like at night, like between 11:30 p.m. all the way until 1 a.m. So usually I will be live very late at night. It's just that today I was invited over to the AIRLEO office, and then I told them, okay, I can try and get there by 8 p.m. Then we will try and see 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So now this live session is slightly different from my usual live session. So if you had followed me, right? If you had followed me, you will receive a notification whenever I go on live, so that you don't always have to wonder, tonight, why are they not live at 11:30 p.m.? Yeah, if I'm not live at 11:30 p.m., chances are I would have been live way earlier because of an engagement with a company. So today I am engaged with AIRLEO, so that's why my live session is way earlier than my usual time slot. So today's live session is supposed to go from 8 p.m. all the way until like 9:30 p.m. Otherwise, on usual nights, I will be live from 11:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. So in order for you not to get confused, like, when exactly is Adi going on live tonight, then you just need to follow my account. Just make sure you follow my account. Usually, I will update on my profile when I'll be on live. Otherwise, if I don't update my profile, then you can just receive that notification. If you had followed me, you will receive a notification wherever I'm on live, okay? So for the next few days, right, my live session will also be equally erratic. Like, for example, tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday, I will be promoting health supplements, and then I'll be going on live at about like 11:30 all the way until 1 a.m. On Thursday and Friday, I'll be promoting durians. So I'll be on live between 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. That's my usual durian time slot. Okay, then Saturday, Sunday will be a different time slot altogether. So in order for you not to get confused and have to think so much about like when I'm going on live, you just follow my account. Make sure you follow my account, and then from there, you will be receiving notifications whenever I'm on live. Tonight is an AIRLEO night. That's why I'm here over at their office, and their office is awesome, guys. And tonight, I'll be promoting their air cooling system. Works better than your fan, but take up less energy than your air conditioner. So that's what I'm promoting for tonight. Therefore, guys, if you have been listening to me for the past 1 hour, if you have any questions, please just drop me a question drop me a comment in the comment section, and then I will like get to you as quickly as I can. Otherwise, guys, if you know anyone, like your family members, your friends, who might benefit from the AIRLEO air cooling system, what you can do is you can also share this live session with your family, with your friends, and then get them to watch me and like alert them of how this AIRLEO cooling system will help you to save your electricity and help you to cut down your electric bills every end of month. Okay, so this one I will say is a good buy, because with this particular system, you don't need to pay so much for your electric bill. You won't get a heart attack at the end of the month. Okay, so this one, good for hot weather in Singapore. But that's not all. Okay, so this is the part where I told you, apart from like cooling the air, right, it can also heat up the air, warm up the air. Some of you might be thinking like, in Singapore, why would we want like hot air or warm air? So this one actually, it's also good. Let's say, if you how sometimes when you fall sick, you are feeling very ill. Sometimes even the wind blowing from outside your window, suddenly you feel like chilly, very chill, like very cold. So this particular AIRLEO system, right? It doesn't only cool your air. It does have the function to actually heat up, warm up the air also. So for those of you who think that AIRLEO only cool down your air, you are wrong. So it can help you to warm up the air also. So in that way, right, it is actually a very versatile system. It's just that for the past like 1 hour, I've been talking about the cooling system, is because in Singapore, usually we have very hot weather, and you wouldn't want to have hot air being blown at your face. But if you're feeling unwell and you need the air to be of a certain temperature, you can get an AIRLEO also. In that way, you can keep the temperature up to a certain degree to help you feel more comfortable when you're falling sick, when you're feeling ill. Okay, so that's something that I just want to like, insert in so that you will remember. In case also, if you are like thinking, Adi, I'm going to like migrate over to like a cold country. Why will I need an AIRLEO system? Now you know why. Because apart from blowing cold air, it can also convert the air and make it hot for you, make it warmer for you. It's just like those air conditioner also. Like most air conditioner these days, they have dual function. They can like cool down the entire space. They can also help you to warm up the entire space. Because right now, sometimes with the whole global warming, you wouldn't know. Like at that time, I went to Bangkok, I think in 2019. 2019, I tried going over to Bangkok in December to January. So I was there for like the New Year's Eve countdown, and then after that, January, right? And then you guys will be surprised, okay? In Bangkok itself, the temperature actually dropped to like 17, 18 degrees. And it has happened in Singapore where we call it the sweater weather, right? You take out your sweater and then you just like walk around in Orchard Road in your sweater because suddenly there's a temperature drop. Now, for those of you who are super sensitive to temperature, like a slight temperature drop makes you fall sick, then you get the AIRLEO. Get the AIRLEO so that you can keep your temperature a little bit more constant, because apart from like keeping blowing hot air, apart from blowing cold air, it can blow hot air. Okay, so that's just something that I need you to just bear in mind when you invest in an AIRLEO. Okay, again, I will repeat to you, the AIRLEO currently, they have like 3 different versions. Okay, 3 different versions, 2 different colors. Okay, so they have the black, they have the piano black and the ivory white. Okay, so remember, AIRLEO have 2 different colors, the piano black and ivory white. So black and white, like to be simple. Okay, now the AIRLEO also, you can choose whether you want the V1 versions. The V1, okay, the version 1, the only difference between the version 1 and the current version is the version 1 doesn't have the handle. The current version 1, it has a handle. they have a handle here. This is the handle area. Okay, that's the only difference. Okay, the version 1 currently is the lowest price. The version 1 is currently the lowest price for as low as $559. For as low as $559, you can get the version 1 already. Okay, that is provided you use your TikTok shop vouchers. Okay, so TikTok shop vouchers, like I mentioned, right? The moment you have an item that is slightly on the higher price range, then you can use more of the vouchers. So for this particular V1 system of the AIRLEO, original price without the voucher is $608. Okay, original price without the voucher is $608. Currently, if you were to use the voucher, you can bring it down to as low as $559. Okay, so that's how low it can go. Okay, so for the V1, it can go for as low as $559. So make sure you use your vouchers. Now, the next version is the current version. The current version, like I say, there's only a difference of that handle. Okay, now with the handle, if you go for the current version without the frame, you can get it for as low as $599. Otherwise, original price is $648. If you were to go with the one that has the frame, so basically the frame version, right, they will just provide you with this frame. And then the AIRLEO itself is actually, you can choose version 1, version 2. So if you choose the AIRLEO, the current version, and you pair it up with the frame, okay, then you put into the frame system. For this particular frame system, original price is $698. But if you use your TikTok shop vouchers, you can get it for as low as $649. Okay, $649. So that is the one with the frame. But if you were to ask me, Adi, which one would you recommend? I personally, because I am the kind of person who go for the no frills one. I'm the kind of person who go for the no frills one. So I would just go for the V1. Because I don't need the handle, I don't need the frames, because I think for people of my size, we can carry this AIRLEO around without much problem. So for me, I wouldn't go for the current version, I would just go for V1, which is the lowest price. Currently, if you were to use your vouchers, you can get it for as low as $559. $559. Okay, so that's the AIRLEO air cooling system. If you have any questions, just drop your questions in the comment section. If you don't have questions, you just want to interact with me, also can just drop your comment in the comment section. On top of that, for those of you who have just tuned in, I see a lot of you just tuned in, right? People like Watermelon Sugar lah, Zach lah, Fazli lah. For those of you who have just tuned in and this is your first time seeing me talk to you on the live session, then do remember to also follow my account. Just follow my account. My name is Adi Jamaluddin. What you can do is you can follow my account. Once you follow my account, you will get updates whenever I load up new videos, whenever I go on live on TikTok, you will get notifications of all this new activity. Okay. For me, I'm a TikTok affiliate. I promote electronics. I promote desserts, durians. So if you're a durian lover, if you're a dessert lover, you like to use new new tech stuff, like new electronics in the market, then you follow me, because I have a lot of videos where I review a lot of new electronics, AIRLEO being one of them. Okay, but AIRLEO today is my first day with them, and that's why, like, before I came into the office, I was like thinking, okay, I need to put this AIRLEO to the test, because a lot of the customers who got the AIRLEO's air cooling system, right, a lot of them says that, oh, actually, right, this AIRLEO, the air cooling system, works almost like an air conditioner, but with lesser electricity consumption. Then I was like, okay, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, how could it consume less energy than an air conditioner and still work like an air conditioner? So I was like, while I was on my way to the office today, I was already like planning inside my head, okay, I need to try and test it out and see if it's if it is able to help me to cool down. Because those of you who have been tuning into my live session, you will have known, usually when I am live on like TikTok, the moment there's no aircon, I'll be perspiring like mad. So those of you who have seen like my on-site durian live session, you will know I'll be drenched one. I'll be drenched one, and then I'll have a towel with me. I'll be like dabbing. And then like, I'll be telling you guys how humid and how warm it is, and even my body feels hot. Okay, so I was like thinking, okay, for this AIRLEO, I need them to switch off their aircon, and then I'm going to switch on their air cooling system and see how it works. Okay, so just now I showed you guys, right? Okay, I showed you guys, if I were to take the temperature of like their office space, okay, currently their office space is about 27 degrees, okay, which is the normal temperature that we will have in our living room at night in Singapore, right? Because in the day, usually the temperature will reach all the way up to 32 degrees, 33 degrees. At night, it will usually drop down a little bit to 27, 28. It wouldn't go anywhere lower than that. But for the AIRLEO system, I'm going to measure the temperature of the air that is being blown out right now from the AIRLEO air cooling system. I will show you the temperature. Okay, wait. Maybe, okay, 18 degrees, guys, 18 degrees. So it's almost as good as using your air conditioner, but this one, it doesn't take up a lot of energy. It doesn't cause you to like pay a bomb for your electric bills at the end of the day, okay? Because just now I showed you, right, the electric consumption right now is still very consistent, 217, 216. Okay, that's the electric consumption for the AIRLEO air cooling system. Otherwise, your aircon, your normal aircon will usually consume about 280 watts, okay, of electricity when you switch it on. So again, this one makes sense because in a hot, humid weather in Singapore where temperature don't go anywhere below 28 degrees, chances are you will need like a system to help you cool down the air, cool down your body. So this one, I say yes, it might not be able to help you to cool down your entire house, but at the same time, it is good enough for personal usage. That means if it's just two of you, maybe you and your partner watching television, you want cold air, but you don't want to switch on the aircon because the aircon will cause you a bomb, then go for this AIRLEO. It will be able to keep both you and your partner cold. If you have children who are staying home because of home-based learning, and right now it's like September, right? September, October, this is the critical moment where they are having their year-end examinations. Some of them might be going for their O-level, PSLE, and they need comfortable working space to be able to study, to focus on like the different facts that they need to remember for their examination. So you can get them the AIRLEO. In that way, you don't even need to switch on the aircon for them. You don't need to worry about your electric bill. You just get them an AIRLEO. AIRLEO will help them to keep cool, get them to be more focused in their exams, and then this particular system won't give you a shock at the end of the month, okay? Usually, if you were to use air conditioner, like I can openly share with you, if you use about like a unit system, like 3 aircon unit system, right? Chances are you will be, if there are like 3 or 4 of you in the house and you use the aircon almost every other day, you might be paying more than like $210 for your electric bill. That is just electricity alone. Okay, how do I know this? Because that's my current scenario, okay? 3 to 4 person living in a household, a system of 3 aircon. We switch on the aircon almost every other day. We pay about 210 because right now everything goes up, right? The price of electricity also goes up. Then plus the GST and everything. So on electricity itself, we pay $210 because we don't have anything that is between a fan and an aircon. But now that I've been introduced to this AIRLEO system, I will try this AIRLEO system and see if it's able to reduce my electric bill. Chances are, based on all the other customers' review, it has helped them to actually reduce their electric bill from month to month. So like I have customers who actually left a review saying that this particular system helped him to actually save up to like $30 a month, 20 to $30 a month. Now you guys multiply, okay? Every time we use a system, we have to compound them into a year. So if you save about $20 to $30 a month, in 1 year, that is like about $240 to $250 a year. If you were to use this in the long run, you would be able to save more on your electric bill. So technically, when you pay that amount, right now, $559, okay, you would be able to recoup the so-called investment on the AIRLEO system in a very short period of time because you would save on your electric bill. So that is something that I thought is a good thing to share with you guys. And you know, like I said just now also, this particular system, they are self-sufficient. You don't need to add water. You don't need to like run the hose out. Nothing. You just put it in a corner, plug it in, switch it on, and then it's good enough to help you to keep yourself cool. It's good enough because it works almost like an air conditioner without having to consume as much energy as a normal air conditioning system. Hi, Michelle. Hi. Thank you for tuning into the live session. Now, one of the things that I do suddenly like now thought about is, hang on, the warranty system, which I forgot to ask. Okay, you guys, if you are wondering about the, if you are like me, and you're wondering about like the warranty system, just give me 1 minute. I go and like ask them. Hi, warranty system.
Oh, yes.
Is that a warranty?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 year for on-site, both of them on-site. So 1 year for the spare parts and 5 years for the compressor itself.
On-site is only for TikTok.
TikTok only lah. So it's a TikTok exclusive warranty. Outside is, if they buy outside kind of thing, then it will just be a 1 year and 5 year.
1 year on-site meaning what?
On-site meaning they will go down. There's no transportation. No like, all those fee lah. Yeah.
Okay, can. Thank you. Okay, guys. So suddenly it kind of like dawned on me, right? Will there be a warranty? So they told me that there is warranty for the AIRLEO system. Okay, so it's a 1-5. Okay, so 1 year on-site warranty and 5 year warranty for the compressor itself. What does it mean by 1 year on-site warranty? Meaning, right, when you have problem with the AIRLEO within that 1 year, you don't even need to like transport this to their office or to their factory. Don't need. They will actually come down to your doorstep to try and troubleshoot the AIRLEO system itself. And then if there's anything wrong with it, they will then do an exchange for you. Okay, so this is their on-site warranty. That means you don't even need to step out of your house. You just call them like, hey, I have a problem. Within that 1 year, they will come down to look at the AIRLEO system and they will help you to troubleshoot the whatever problem that you face with the system. Now, after this 1 year, they also have a 5 year warranty for the compressor. Like I mentioned to you guys, right, a lot of times, just how I mentioned to you, inside the AIRLEO system, they have the refrigerant and they have a compressor. So they work almost similar to your air conditioning system. Now, your air conditioner will also have this thing called the condensation. Condensation that will occur, and then that's when you will need to do the drainage and piping and everything to kind of like get the whole water out through your toilet, right? So most of you who use the aircon system that is installed into your house, you will have this drainage and everything, the piping and stuff. Okay, if you use the normal like 1 unit air conditioning, sometimes you will also need to clear out the water from like the compartment, or you might need to add water to actually help the system to cool down. Now for this particular one, when the condensation happens, the water will be collected into this compartment, and then they will reroute this water from the condensation into the whole compressor to help it to cool down so that you will have cool air and the back of the system will not get heated up. Okay, so that's how it is a self-sufficient thing. It will keep itself cool so that it can blow cold air to you guys. Okay, so that's the good thing about this particular AIRLEO system. So if you guys are thinking like, Adi, I want to get something that is better than a fan but still consume less energy than an air conditioner, then I would say AIRLEO is for you. If you were to get your AIRLEO system, right? If you were to get your AIRLEO right now, if you get the V1 currently going at 559 if you're to use your vouchers. Okay, so you can get it for as low as 559 when you use your voucher. If you think like, Adi, I might need the one with the handle. The handle one is the current version. The current version is original price is 648. Okay, original price is 648. And the frame one is currently going at 698. If you use your vouchers, you can offset it to 649. Okay, so those are the different pricing. Those are the different pricing for the AIRLEO air cooling system. Okay, you guys, if you are still wondering how to use this and that, you have questions, I'm going to give you one last minute to like quickly make up your mind whether you want to buy it, whether you need time to think about it. Then after that, I will log off, okay? Now, if you have any questions after I log off, you can always remember to just follow my account and then you can drop by like my DM. You can DM me, personal message me. You can also leave a comment on the video, okay? I'll try to create a short video for this, okay? I will try to create a short video for an AIRLEO to just get you guys to like view it. And then you can also listen to the product specs. And then if you decide to purchase it, at least you still have that yellow bag to purchase it from the short video. Otherwise, you can also, if you have any questions about the AIRLEO system, at least if with the video itself, you can comment on the video and then I will get back to you based on the comments in the video itself. Okay? Oh, okay. So 1 minute is up. If you guys are still interested, make sure you follow my account and go through my short videos. And with that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's live session. I really, really appreciate it. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a different timing, okay, like what I mentioned. Tomorrow will be 11:30 p.m., which is my usual time slot for a live session. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.